First of all, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everybody enjoys their time away. Um, Winning is really, really hard, and we talk about it in our locker room all the time. There's only one alternative to winning, and we don't like that one. So it doesn't matter the opponent or the margin or whatever. We enjoy and celebrate wins, but we know we didn't play as well as we need to with the rest of the season and the teams that are on our schedule to be able to have continued success. And so, again, it's a good opportunity to break, for me to go evaluate the first 11 games of the year and look forward to how we build on today's win and the positive things that led to it and stay away from the things that have hurt us in the games that we've lost so far.
What was it like for you to see Curtis Jones have this kind of day in his Gallagher Iva debut?
It was great. I'm happy for the kid. More happy for our team. Obviously we've been struggling offensively. He gives us a guy we feel pretty confident in that can maybe not score 23, but another offensive weapon. If he's a guy who can average 12 to 14 points a game, that's a significant boost for a team who in the last two games, one without him, one his first game was in the 50s. We feel like with him and our defense continuing to get better, it'll give us a chance to be in every game moving forward.
Especially in that first half, you seem to really be emphasizing everybody to move the ball. You weren't getting a lot of shots to fall that first 16 minutes or so, but did you like the looks that your offense was generating?
And again, I have a hard time talking about those specific things immediately after without the benefit of watching film, but I did feel like we were getting shots in rhythm. Again, part of it is a product of losing. I mean, let's be honest. When you don't have the success of doing things over the course of time, it wears on you. And I could see kind of the wear on our guys early when shots weren't going down. In the back of their minds, like, oh man, I hope this isn't another one of those nights where we go 2 for 15. So I just continue to try to encourage them. And somebody pointed out the fact that we had 23-point attempts in the first half. And so I told the team, if we don't take 20 more, I'm going to be disappointed. I told Thomas if he had 10 more looks at three and he passed them up, he'd come out, because I want those guys not worrying about missing shots. I've seen that kid work his tail off for 2+ years knowing that he can make shots. So if he's shooting the right kind of shots, we feel like we got great chances to make our team better.
How big then was the momentum of those last 4 minutes of the first half?
They were huge. It's really important every game. Those last 4 minutes of the first half, first 2 to 4 minutes of the second half can really shift the entire spectrum of the game. We saw that in a negative way on Sunday in Sioux Falls. Nebraska has a run to end the first half and to start the second half, and we never recovered. I mean, again, I talked about it the other day. Their run still may be going on. They're playing somebody else. They're still on the run against us. So it's a big deal because, again, and we can talk as coaches till we're blue in the face about how important defense is. But when you make shots, the kids feel better about themselves. And so making shots today was a big help for us, and hopefully something we can continue moving forward.
Today was also better from the free throw line. Lindy said that he felt like the guys were more focused. How do you feel about that?
He'd be better to tell you that. I mean, I know we continue to practice him a lot. It's pretty much the only thing we did on Monday, and yesterday we came back and shot a bunch of them. So again, as guys shoot more, I think they'll get more comfortable there. They'll continue to find a rhythm and a groove, and we hope we don't take steps back in that regard, because it's a big weapon for us. We've been a team that's gotten to the free throw line a lot, and we've hurt ourselves by not making them.
No Chico today. What was behind that?
Both him and Kent were just team discipline. Our team has standards. They didn't fulfill their part of that, and there's consequences to that. And at this point, I'll leave it at that.
Duncan also only played 3 minutes, none in the second half. He got a little banged up there in the basket, tried to come back in, and then he went back to the bench. Is he okay, or is just kind of a little...
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn. Haven't got a report. He definitely got hit. It hurt. Obviously, he was down for a minute. His definitely was injury related. I wanted to be able to use him. He just couldn't go. And like all those kids, I would never put him in danger of further injuring himself. So we had to battle the game without him.
How nice was it to see some shots start to fall for Cam?
It's great. It's great. And again, it shows you how, again, we've talked about experience a lot, and I think in some ways it's related to maturity, but in some ways they really have nothing to do with each other. And we need to be a more mature team, even though we won't necessarily be more experienced without playing more games. But Cam had a great sense of maturity the last 2 weeks, even though he was struggling. Had 10 rebounds the other day. Continues to do little things to help his teammates get better. And so it's always rewarding to see things work out for a kid like that over time.
How, obviously you're still 1 game and 2 weeks away, but how prepared do you feel for the calendar to flip?
I'm not sure I'm ready to think about that, really. I mean, I know we got another week off here, get ready for another opponent. Don't want to look past them. Certainly don't have the ability from a roster standpoint to say we just roll out the balls next Saturday and we're going to win. And so we got to prepare for that one. And then we'll deal with the games one by one. As you know, it's a gauntlet, man. That is 18 of the hardest games you'll find in the country. And, I feel like once we get there, we'll be as prepared as we need to be.
Lindy kind of hit on it a little bit, but from your perspective, how beneficial is it for the guys to get away for about a week and get away from basketball and go home and spend time with family?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's, everybody needs it. I mean, it's been a hard first month and a half, 2 months of the season for a lot of reasons. Not just because we've struggled, but just because it's the first time. I mean, they've been asked to not just play hard, go to class and do well. We'll have a great report come out that's very pleasing to us. It's all important to us. And so now just to get away, a couple days to step away. But Christmas is over at 11:59 on the 25th. So they'll be back on the 26th ready to rock.